What if the greatest business advantage you could ever build had nothing to do with money, connections, or even talent? What if the real difference between those who struggle and those who rise, lead, and win comes down to one thing: mastery of the mind? Every entrepreneur faces pressure, every dreamer meets doubt, every ambitious person reaches moments when fear whispers louder than faith. And in those moments, the battle is no longer about the market, it is about your mindset. The truth is, success is never created first in the world outside. It is created in the invisible world within. Before you build a company, you must build certainty. Before you create wealth, you must create discipline. Before you lead others, you must learn to lead your own thoughts, emotions, and decisions. This is where the real transformation begins. In this speech, you will discover the mental shifts that separate average performers from unstoppable entrepreneurs. You will learn how to think with clarity under pressure, how to turn fear into fuel, and how to condition your mind for resilience, focus, and execution. Stay with me until the end, because these 5 lessons could completely change the way you approach business and life forever. Lesson 1. Your mindset creates your business reality. Everything begins in the mind. Long before a business grows in revenue, influence, or impact, it grows in belief. The entrepreneur who constantly focuses on obstacles will find reasons to stop. The entrepreneur who focuses on solutions will always find ways to move forward. Your thoughts shape your emotions shape your actions, and your actions shape your results. This cycle is the invisible engine of every startup, every multinational corporation, and every solo venture. If the engine is fueled by doubt, the machine will eventually stall, regardless of how much capital or talent is poured into it. Belief is not a soft skill, it is the most rigid foundation upon which any enterprise is built. Tony Robbins often teaches that success is 80% psychology and 20% mechanics. That means strategy matters, but strategy without the right mental state will never produce consistent greatness. 2 people can have the same resources, the same opportunity, and the same knowledge, yet one succeeds while the other gives up. Why? Because one has trained their mind to respond with power, while the other has allowed fear and uncertainty to take control. Mechanics, the spreadsheets, the marketing funnels, the hiring processes, are merely tools. If the hand holding the tool is shaking with apprehension, the work will be crooked. Psychology is the steady hand that allows the mechanics to function at their highest potential. To master your entrepreneurial future, you must first become aware of the story you tell yourself. Are you saying, "I'm not ready, I don't have enough, what if I fail"? Those thoughts are building your reality by creating a mental ceiling. When you tell yourself you aren't ready, your brain actively filters out opportunities that require readiness, creating a self-fulfilling prophecy of stagnation. This is known as the reticular activating system, RAS, in action. Your brain looks for what you tell it is important. If you focus on lack, you will see a world defined by scarcity. If you focus on capability, you will begin to see the hidden levers of growth that others miss. Replace those limiting narratives with stronger, more empowering questions. How can I grow? What can I learn? What is the opportunity here? The quality of your business will always reflect the quality of your thinking. If your thinking is small, cautious, and defensive, your business will remain a fragile entity. If your thinking is expansive, resilient, and proactive, your business will become a force of nature. Mastery begins with the realization that you are the architect of your mental landscape. You must guard the gates of your mind against the pollution of can't and shouldn't, ensuring that every thought serves the ultimate vision of what you are building. The shift from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset is the literal turning point between a hobby and a legacy. A fixed mindset views failure as a verdict on one's character or intelligence, whereas a growth mindset views failure as a data point, a necessary transaction in the economy of success. When you stop seeing setbacks as personal insults and start seeing them as market feedback, your ability to pivot becomes instantaneous. You no longer waste energy mourning a loss. You spend that energy optimizing for the next win. This mental agility is what allows small companies to disrupt giants. Lesson 2. Emotional control is a superpower. Entrepreneurship is an emotional journey. There will be wins that excite you and setbacks that test your soul. There will be moments of confidence and moments of chaos. If you allow your emotions to control your decisions, your business will rise and fall with your moods. An entrepreneur who is a slave to their feelings is a liability to their team and their vision. When things are going well, they may become overconfident and reckless. When things go poorly, they may become paralyzed by despair. True leadership requires an internal thermostat, a way to regulate your own temperature regardless of the external weather. Mastering your mind means mastering your emotions. Fear, stress, frustration, and overwhelm are natural, but they should never become permanent leaders in your life. Successful entrepreneurs know how to feel pressure without breaking under it. They understand that stress is often just the gap between where you are and where you want to be, viewed through a lens of inadequacy. By reframing stress as challenge or excitement, you change the chemical response in your body from cortisol-driven panic to adrenaline-driven focus. You don't eliminate the emotion, you harness it. When a challenge appears, do not ask, "Why is this happening to me?" Ask, "What is this trying to teach me?" That single shift changes your emotional energy from helplessness to power. The "why me" mindset casts you as a victim of the market, the economy, or your competitors. The "what is this teaching me" mindset casts you as a student of the game. Victims lose resources, students gain wisdom. In the high-stakes environment of business, wisdom is a far more valuable currency than luck. It allows you to navigate the next storm with a map instead of a blindfold. The strongest entrepreneurs are not those who never feel fear, they are the ones who refuse to let fear make their decisions. Emotional control allows you to lead with wisdom, act with confidence, and stay steady when others panic. This is often described as equanimity, the ability to remain calm in the heat of battle. When a major contract falls through or a key employee quits, the emotionally controlled leader doesn't spiral. They breathe, they assess the damage, and they move to the next logical step. This steadiness creates a culture of psychological safety for the entire organization, allowing everyone to perform better. Furthermore, emotional control is the key to effective negotiation and relationship building. If you are easily triggered, you are easily manipulated. A competitor who knows your buttons can bait you into making mistakes. A client who senses your desperation can squeeze your margins. By maintaining an internal fortress of calm, you project a level of authority that commands respect. You become the still point in the turning world of your industry. People are drawn to those who seem unshakable because in a world of chaos, certainty is the most attractive quality a person can possess. Lesson 3: Focus determines direction. Where focus goes, energy flows. If your attention is scattered, your progress will be scattered too. One of the biggest reasons entrepreneurs fail is not lack of potential, it is lack of concentration. In the digital age, we are besieged by shiny object syndrome, the temptation to chase every new trend, platform, or strategy that promises a shortcut. But shortcuts usually lead to dead ends. When you divide your attention among 10 different projects, you give none of them the depth of energy required to achieve a breakthrough. You end up with 10 shallow holes instead of one deep well. To master your mind, you must discipline your focus. Success demands that you protect your attention like one of your most valuable assets, because it is. Your time is finite, but your focused attention is the multiplier that makes that time count. Every day your mind is being pulled by noise, social media, comparison, doubts, and the endless stream of urgent but unimportant notifications. The entrepreneur who wins is the one who can tune out the static and tune into the signal. They understand that multitasking is a myth. It is merely the rapid switching of focus that degrades the quality of every task performed. Focus means deciding what deserves your energy and what does not. It means saying no to distractions so you can say yes to growth. Every yes you give to a distraction is a no you are giving to your ultimate goal. This requires a level of ruthlessness that can be uncomfortable. It means ignoring the water cooler gossip, skipping the unproductive networking events, and turning off the phone during deep work blocks. It is the ability to sit in a room and solve a single problem until it is truly solved, rather than skimming the surface of 20 problems and solving none. Progress is not always dramatic, but consistent focus creates extraordinary outcomes over time. Think of focus like a magnifying glass and the sun. Scattered sunlight provides warmth, but when that same light is focused through a lens onto a single point, it creates fire. Your talent is the light, your focus is the lens. Without the lens, you are just warm, you are average. With the lens, you become a force capable of burning through obstacles and creating something new. A focused mind builds momentum. A distracted mind builds frustration and burnout. Train yourself to return again and again to your purpose, and you will move with far more power than most people ever do. This returning is the heart of mental discipline. It is natural for the mind to wander. The mastery lies in how quickly you catch it and bring it back. This is as true for a daily work session as it is for a 10-year career plan. When the market shifts or a competitor launches a new product, your focus shouldn't be on what are they doing, but rather on how does this change my path to the mission. By keeping your eyes on your own paper, you avoid the trap of imitation and maintain the integrity of your original vision. Lesson 4. Repetition rewires the mind. Your mind is shaped by what you repeat. The thoughts you think daily, the habits you practice consistently, and the standards you live by all create your identity over time. This is the principle of neuroplasticity. Neurons that fire together, wire together. If you repeat doubt, hesitation, and excuses, you are literally physically carving those pathways into your brain, making them the path of least resistance. Conversely, if you repeat discipline, confidence, and action, you strengthen the neural architecture of power. You are not born with a winner's brain. You build one through the relentless repetition of winning behaviors. This is why mastery is not built in one big moment. It is built in small daily moments that most people ignore. It is the decision to make one more sales call when you're tired. It is the choice to speak up in a meeting when you feel intimidated. Every time you act despite fear, you train courage. Courage is not a personality trait, it is a muscle that undergoes hypertrophy through use. Every time you keep your promise to yourself, even a small promise like waking up at 6 a.m., you build self-respect. Entrepreneurial success is not just about what you know, it is about what you have trained yourself to become. Do not wait to feel motivated before you act. Motivation is a fickle emotion that disappears the moment things get difficult. Action, however, is a choice. Action creates momentum, and momentum creates belief. When you act consistently, you provide your brain with evidence of your own competence. This evidence eventually outweighs your old insecurities. If you want a stronger mind, you must practice making strong decisions every day. Read with intention to feed your intellect. Speak with power to command your environment. Move with discipline to master your physical state. Think with purpose to align your internal world with your external goals. Over time, repetition turns these actions into habits, and habits turn into character. The overnight success is almost always the result of years of invisible repetitions. While the world sees the finished product, the thriving business, the confident leader, they did not see the thousands of times that leader chose discipline over comfort in the dark. You are practicing something every single day. The question is, what are you practicing? Are you practicing being a procrastinator, or are you practicing being a closer? Are you practicing being a victim of circumstances or a master of your destiny? The entrepreneur you become is the result of what you rehearse consistently. If you want to be a high-level CEO, you must start rehearsing that role long before you have the title. You rehearse it by how you manage your time, how you treat your current colleagues, and how you handle small amounts of capital. Character is not something you get when you reach the top. It is the vehicle that carries you there. By treating every day as a rehearsal for the person you intend to be, you ensure that when the big opportunity arrives, you won't have to try to be ready. You will simply be ready because that is who you have become. Lesson 5. A bigger mission defeats smaller fears. One of the most powerful ways to master your mind is to connect your work to a purpose greater than your fear. Fear becomes overwhelming when your focus is small, when all you see is personal risk, personal rejection, and personal uncertainty. In this state, the ego is the center of the universe, and every no feels like a death blow. But when your mission becomes bigger than your excuses, you discover a different kind of strength. When you shift your focus from how will I look to who can I serve, the fear of judgment begins to dissolve under the weight of your responsibility. Entrepreneurs who last are usually driven by something deeper than profit. While money is a vital metric of business health, it is rarely enough to sustain a person through the dark night of the soul that every founder eventually faces. They want to create impact, solve problems, inspire change, provide for their families, or leave a legacy that matters. That bigger mission gives meaning to the struggle. It provides a why that is strong enough to withstand any how. It transforms the mundane tasks of business into sacred duties. When you believe your work truly matters to the world, you stop looking for the exit every time things get hard. When your reasons are weak, obstacles feel bigger. A small reason like "I want to be famous" will shatter the moment you face public criticism. But a strong reason like "I want to revolutionize healthcare for rural communities" will turn that criticism into fuel for improvement. Ask yourself, what am I really building and who am I building it for? The clearer your purpose becomes, the stronger your mind becomes. A powerful mission creates emotional endurance. It acts as a North Star, keeping you moving in the right direction even when the fog of war makes it impossible to see the ground beneath your feet. In the end, mastering your mind is not just about controlling thoughts, it is about directing your life towards something worthy of your highest effort. True mental mastery is the alignment of your daily actions with your eternal values. When you are on a mission, you don't have time for the petty anxieties that plague the aimless. You don't have time to dwell on yesterday's mistakes or worry about tomorrow's critics. You are consumed by the work at hand. This state of flow is the ultimate entrepreneurial advantage, where your mind, body, and mission become a single unstoppable force. The most successful leaders are those who can articulate this mission so clearly that it masters the minds of others as well. A great mission attracts great talent, it inspires loyalty and fosters innovation. By mastering your own mind through a bigger purpose, you create a gravitational pull that brings the right people and resources into your orbit. You stop hustling for scraps and start leading a movement. Your business ceases to be a way to make a living and becomes a way to make a difference. And in that shift, you find that the mind you were trying so hard to control has finally found peace in the service of something great. Entrepreneurial success is not won first in the marketplace, it is won in the mind. Before the profits, before the recognition, before the breakthroughs, there must be inner mastery. The way you think, the way you focus, the way you respond to fear, failure, and uncertainty will determine how far you go. Your business can only grow to the level that your mindset allows. The beautiful truth is that mental mastery is not a gift given to a lucky few. It is a skill. It can be trained. It can be strengthened. Every day gives you a new opportunity to condition your mind for discipline, confidence, resilience, and purpose. Every challenge gives you a chance to grow stronger instead of smaller. Every setback can either break your spirit or build your character. It all depends on how you choose to think. So as you move forward, remember this: the entrepreneur who masters the external world without mastering the internal world will always feel unstable. But the one who conquers their own mind becomes truly unstoppable. Build your vision from the inside out, train your thoughts, guard your focus, lead your emotions, commit to your purpose, and never forget, when you learn to master your mind, you unlock the power to master your future.